Now here's how you start with importing orders, like from the very beginning. I'll just show you from our website. The best way to do is go into the documentation Excelify template, and from here download our template file, which is essentially the Excel file with here lots of sheets for each specific kind of data. And now you see here are the orders sheet, but the overwhelming issue you might have is that it has very many columns, around 200 columns, which you can import into the Shopify using Excelify app. So essentially this is everything to create full order data. But I will show you how to start from the very beginning so that you don't get overwhelmed. So for that, I'm just creating a new Excel file. And the very first thing to do is to give the sheet 1, the tab, right, to give it a name of orders. And that's how the Excelify will know that you have orders in this sheet. And so the absolute minimum columns that you need are, and I'll just copy those column names from the template, so that so that we take just what we need. So we need the name, and that is the order number, which you see in the Shopify. So we need a name, and then we need the command, which is we will tell Excelify what we will do with this order now when we will import it. Then we need essentially, let's see what else we need as an absolute minimum, like really something to start with. We need a line type, because orders will consist of different line types. So we will need to specify what kind of line we are importing here, like for example like this. And then we need a line title. And actually this time let's import something that's related to your products in your Shopify store, because that's, I suppose, the most likely scenario that you are going to need to reference the product from your Shopify store. So we will put basically the handle here, and in that case actually we don't need the title. We'll just put the handle. That's how we will identify the product. And then we will need to identify the variant, and that would be the line skew. So we will put the line skew here, and then we will need to specify how much of these we need. So we need a quantity, and that's basically it. Those are the only absolute minimum fields you would need to fill in. And let's just start by filling them in. So the name, we can assign whatever name we want, but at the Excelify app, when you import the order, it will check whether this name already exists, and if it will exist, then it will behave depending on what we will put in the command. But let's say we will start by putting some 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be test 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put the hash in front or whatever, which is just a text field. And in the command, I suggest to put replace. And that's because this means that every time you import this order, it will if it will find the existing one with this name, it will delete it and it will create a new one. And that's why that's how you can iterate, like add additional columns and rows, and each time you will import the same file, it will just delete the old order and create a new one. And of course, it will, if it will not find the order, it will just create it. Okay, and then to the line type. The line type should be like to just create an order. Shopify needs a line item. You can't have an order without a line item. So let's put the line item as the only line type. And now about the handle, let's go to the store and find what's the handle for our product we will import. I'll open products. And we have here some demo products created, like Airbus A300. And so the handle is this one here at the bottom. The link final part. You can have the handles also when you export products with Excelify app. You can see all the handles there and all the SKUs and everything. But I'll just show you where you can find it in Shopify itself. So I'm copying the handle, switching back to the Excel, and I'm just pasting this handle here. And now with the SKU, let's pick them this variant, and of course it has a SKU, and now just copy the SKU here. And for the quantity, let's say we are creating an order with 10 of these, and that's it. Just now hit save and call it test 1. And now we go to the Excelify app and upload this file. It will analyze it, and it says it's ready to import one order. And we hit the import button. Alright, so it has created one new order. Now if we go to orders, here's our test 1, 2, 3, 4. And indeed, it has here, it has linked to the product, and it has a quantity of 10, and it has calculated the total, and everything is here. And one thing to notice is that by default, it says that it's paid. So since we haven't specified any payment status, Shopify assumes that this order is paid. But we could make it as other status, and actually, in fact, let me just show you how to do it. Again, we can use the same file, just add a new column here from the template file. That will be the column payment status, and we just paste it here. And you can have different payment statuses, and Shopify allows you to set whatever payment status you want. And to see what available payment statuses there are, you can again open our website, and then you go to the knowledge documentation orders, and here you will see all the columns and their descriptions, what they mean and what values you can put. And so you just find by payment status, and here are all the statuses and description what they mean. So we can set, for example, that this order is now pending. So the payment is pending and nothing has been paid yet. So the pending. Again, hit save, and again go to the Excelify app. Here, choose the file. That's the same file, and since we have the replace command, it should find this existing order, replace it with a new one. And that's how you can iterate and grow it bigger and bigger. And of course, the idea is not just to work with one order in the same way, and that's the essence of the Excelify, that way you can work with many orders in bulk. So okay, so it has replaced one order. Now we go again to the list of orders. Here it is again, and this time it is pending, payment pending. Yeah. And that's how you start. For now, that's all, and look into the other tutorials to see in more details. See you.